Hello! What's going on? Merry Christmas, folks. Hello, VC. Hopefully everyone's out there having a grand old Christmas with your family and friends and what have you. We wanted to talk about Christmas records, and I have my boy Silas here who's going to talk about one of his favorite wintry records.
Yes, here we have this record that my dad ordered from Bandcamp and got it yesterday. It's Do Make Say Think.
Yes.
And the album is Winter Hymn, Country Hymn, Secret Hymn. It's divided into three sides. Winter Hymn is on one, Secret Hymn, and Country Hymn is on the other, and Secret Hymn is on one. Winter Hymn is the perfect side for now. So if you wanted to hear this record, I suggest Winter Hymn for now.
This is on the great Constellation label. Lots of great Canadian post-rock, very wintry in general label. They have a lot of great albums, Do Make Say Think.
Yes, they do. They don't have that many, though.
Well, they got 5, 6, I think.
Yeah, and they have an EP called Besides. And I suggest, right now it's winter, so hear Winter Hymn, Country Hymns, listen to it when you're in the country, and how are you ever going to hear Secret Hymn?
Secret Hymn, you just have to sort of imagine, because it's a great winter album.
Yes,
Good
it
pick.
is.
So, Thanks for checking out the Seeking a Thread channel. Silas is a special guest here today because we were going to talk about these winter and Christmas albums, because it is Christmas today.
Yes,
when you're seeing this, it might not be, but...
Yeah. So I will now go behind the camera, and if there is anything I know, I will just say something about it.
Okay. Well, I like to listen to a lot of winter music leading up to Christmas and even after, and one of my favorites is Vashti Bunyan, reissue, of course, of her Just Another Diamond Day on the Di Cristina label from 1970. It's an all-time great folk album. It's so quiet and hushed and gentle but beautiful, and nothing feels like the sound of winter more than sort of her music and this album in particular.
I do agree.
You agree. Now she's came back. She just did an EP with Animal Collective.
That's Look Aftering.
Yeah, well, and that was her first sort of return. And that's a great EP. Very strange and otherworldly and wintry. But then she did a full-length album called Look Aftering, and I have to get this one.
There's also Heart Leap.
Heart Leap was one after this, and Look Aftering is awesome. It's produced by Max Richter, who's sort of a post-classical composer. But it's got a lot of great people on here. Devendra Banhart, Joanna Newsom is on some of these songs. This is equally as good as Just Another Diamond Day.
So I was going to say about Look Aftering that I like that bunny on the cover. Very
cool art.
Yeah, and Heart Leap is like a black and white drawing.
Yeah. So that's just I have a lot of like wintry albums, but let's talk about the Christmas. Low Christmas is an all-time favorite. This is like my all-time favorite stuff I'm going to show. On Cranky, this came out in 1999. Is that right? Wow.
Weird.
So this is some great original songs, and like their version of Little Drummer Boy is beautiful. Taking Down the Tree is a classic song for about taking down the Christmas tree, I guess. And just like Christmas, this is seminal Christmas music, modern day Christmas music. Sort of has a sad vibe to it, but also sort of joyful and subtle and just lovely stuff. So one of my favorites, of course, James Brown. Trio of Christmas albums. These are all on the King label. I just got
Hey America
this year.
Right. Something funny about James Brown is like in every song, like every minute he's like, ow!
Yeah.
It's like his thing, right?
But yeah, it is his thing. You know, this Hey America has some funny qualities too, but this is, funk, soul, James Brown at Christmas. And Santa Claus Goes Straight to the Ghetto is on this one, on King. That's the Blue King label. And this is the first one I ever got with Let's Make Christmas Time Mean Something This Year. Long title, or first track. It's about 8 minutes long, Silas, I think it is.
It is? Let's see, what does it say?
Merry Christmas Baby, his version of that. It's actually only 6:30, sorry.
Oh, 6:30. Well, that's just a minute. 36.
Sweet Little Baby Boy. There's some gospel type songs on this too. These are great. And what a great cut. Well, this is the best cover, obviously that's the best cover. So, also, gospel or spiritual, religious, the Louvin Brothers and their LP of devotionals. Awesome. My favorite by far is It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Christmas with the Louvin Brothers. There they are. I scored this one a couple years ago.
Like those faces.
I know. Christmas music, it doesn't have to. I got the standards and the sort of like the obvious tracks are good, but it's nice to sort of get into some deeper things like this. And I love all kinds of stuff. Speaking of Jackson 5, to go back in the soul direction, this is a classic with Here Comes Santa Claus and Up on the Housetop. Awesome.
Isn't there like a 6-year-old in that band?
What were their ages? That's a good question. Yeah, they were young. They were super young. I don't know about 6. Maybe Marlon was.
Looks like they're...
Michael was pretty young, right? Michael's top left there.
Yeah, that's...
These are classic Christmas albums. We haven't heard this one this year yet, Silas. We gotta put it on.
Yeah, are they like teenagers or something?
Yeah, and younger.
Oh, wow.
This is a beautiful album. If you pressed me to pick a favorite record, it might be this. Yes, Gospel. The 25th Day of December by the Staple Singers. All of this stuff is classic. This is during their earliest period where all of their seminal albums. This is on Riverside. This is a stereo. You got my daughter Ginger doing her unicorn bouncer.
Yes.
Riverside.
And she got for Christmas.
Beautiful. Staple Singers. I gotta play this one again. We played it. We always start the Christmas records right after Thanksgiving. We start pulling those out. And we don't listen to them only. We definitely listen to other things, but we hit them pretty hard. And this one we played like the first day. I gotta hear this one again. Some instrumentals. Christmas with McGriff. This is sort of a reissue on the Trip label. I think the earlier version has a different cover, but this one's so good. The Trip label is sort of like a budget compilation reissue label out of New York.
I heard some organ. Nah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is all organ. McGriff at the organ. Great instrumentals.
Just organ instrumentals?
Yeah. Some more instrumentals. This is all Moog instrumentals by Douglas Leedy, who had an earlier record out on Vanguard. This is on the Capitol label. Green Capitol. And these are strange and weird. All Moog. Nothing like these. And there's another record that I have by Joseph Byrd, who's in the United States of America, who's doing similar things, all Moog instrumentals. Let's see, We Three Kings is super weird. I love the first Noel. If you like a weird Christmas vibe, this is what you want to check out. Now I got a couple of other real deep ones, strange, sort of rare Christmas records. And this one I'd been after for years until 3-4 years ago I finally got this. This is...
Oh, I recognize that.
This is Bruce Hack, basically, the avant-garde composer,
I recognize that.
electronic musician, with children and Tiny Tim.
Okay.
There's Tiny Tim, who's on the first track.
May I
Zoot,
say
zoot, zoot.
something?
Here comes Santa in his new spacesuit. Yes, Silas.
I've heard that song many times.
I always play
It's
this one.
silly.
Here comes Santa in his new spacesuit. Ha, give your heart reluctance for old Saint Nick in his rocket suit. With his turn-on clothes and rocket ship clothes, right south down to earth he goes.
It's super silly, and the rest of it's awesome too. The I Like Christmas, Ghost with the Most. There's two different versions of I Like Christmas. The Ebenezer. All this is great. It's all Bruce Hack weirdness and kid vocals. Totally strange. This is from 1981 on the Rajo International label, whatever that is. I used to have the 45. The only two releases on the label is the 45 with this title track and this album, this LP. 1981, Bruce Hack and Tiny Tim. This is a top 5. This is another real strange one I got. Yes, so you don't like this one?
No, I do not like that Tim Dinkins LP.
Oh my God, Christmas on the Moon with Tim Dinkins. This is a brilliant album. It's from 1969. It's kind of a song poem album, sort of like one artist creating originals and making a custom album. And it's a country album, but with like theremin. Is there theremin in it? There's just real strange sounds, strange guitars, warped sounds, really warped vocals.
It's not my favorite though.
It's on the Cartwheel label. I mean, look at this back. I mean, you gotta know what you're getting into.
His kid.
Yeah, I guess so. A Little Boy's Letter to Santa is heartbreaking and amusing. Sort of sad.
Just one thing I don't like about it is that he says Sandy.
Sandy.
And the last
dear
song,
old Sandy Claus.
And the last song, Tinkle Toes, I do not like at all.
The Wise Old Owl, Old Pop Reindeer. I'm gonna try to insert one of these. Some really strange guitar and warped guitar in it, and this is just a bizarre and fantastic album.
July the 20th, 1969. The very first time in the history of man that they ever set foot up.
Send your rocket, load aboard those candy drops. Red chain, little dolls, drum flutes and lollipops.
I love the Temptations' Christmas on Motown as well. I don't know the exact year on this, 1970. And what is it? White Christmas and Someday at Christmas is great. It's all classics, all standards.
Nothing wrong.
No originals. My Christmas Tree is an original? That might be. Not totally sure, but it's mostly traditional. It's good, sort of more on the ballad side of things, but it's awesome. A couple more. We'll let you get back to your Christmas or your post-Christmas stuff. The Quinto Sisters.
I like to say to back with you.
I know. Quinto Sisters got this 2 years ago.
Whoa.
And this is a little white label promo action. So, the Quinto Sisters. This is the Holly Jolly Christmas, you may know. And what a great cover. All great, snappy little pop songs. Really fun album. 67 Santas you have on here. Dominique.
67 Santas.
Yeah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Mostly classics, but done all in their sort of nasally style. Super fun album. Look for that one. And then the last thing I'll show is 2 albums, the John Fahey Christmas albums, which are Christmas Day staples. The New Possibility, which is Volume 1, basically Guitar Soli, and Volume 2, both on Tacoma. These, again, are top 5 Christmas for me. These bring back all the memories, and his version of Old Lang Syne, I always have a hard time saying that, on Volume 1 here.
Check the back of the New Possibility. There's a 10-minute song on there.
Oh, I know. It's like a medley.
Oh, yeah, he loves the medleys.
Yeah. Yeah, Christ Saints of God Fantasies, 10 minutes, 12 seconds.
Is it a medley?
I'm not sure, actually. But Old Lang Syne. That's just some of them. I got a whole bunch more, but those are the ones that are like my favorites. You know, give or take. Love Christmas. Thanks for watching, VC. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Silas, want to come on over? And
yes.
If you like this, we both do another channel, right, called Quarantine Hearts?
Yes, Quarantine Hearts.
We're making our way through we thought we'd be done with the Velvet Underground.
Is the back with you?
Yeah. We're doing the Velvet Underground, listening to all those albums.
As I said, every time I say, like, to back with...
That's your thing.
Yeah, it is my thing. And I run the radio show.
So, yeah, we both have radio shows. We'll link those below. And Quarantine Hearts is the name of our channel. We're making our way through Velvet Underground. We'll get those done probably over the break.
Hey, bye.
Bye.